Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come in, come in, come in. Get on in here, y'all. Get on in here, get on in here. Kick off your shoes and relax your feet. You are now in the den. And it is now Self Care Saturday, y'all. Okay, happy Saturday. Happy New Year. I hope everybody had a good, holiday and all of the things. Of course, we are here for self care. If this is your first time coming across my channel, welcome, welcome to you. If you've been rocking with me, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Um, so of course with self-care, we talk about a little bit of everything, baby. Okay, we get into the stopping the stigma, breaking the silence, and bringing awareness. Um, self-care ideas and tips, all of the things, positive affirmations. And so yeah, I had to come and check in with y'all as we, come into this new year. Last time I seen you, it was 2025, y'all. Ow. I hope everybody is having a good day. What's up, EJ? How you doing? Hey, Trina Boo, Happy New Year. Thank you for stopping in. I'm trying to clean off my glasses. I don't know what the heck is on these, but baby, I don't know. I can't see. I can't see, but I'm here. So yeah, y'all, I just want to touch on a couple of the awareness things that are happening in January. We have a few of those, a few positive affirmations, and like I said, just check in. But before we do anything, okay, before we start anything, we go ahead and start with the self care. Now, hopefully, I'm not gonna have no complications because, child, I don't know why I decided to reset my phone. I lost a bunch of stuff, and I'm on this laptop that I done had for a year that I have never used. So, anything goes when you on a live with me. You never know what's gonna happen. So, we shall see. Hopefully, I can make it through with no problems. What's up, Bigger Ford Entertainment? Thank you for coming through. I appreciate it. Happy New Year. Linda, Happy New Year. Thank you for stopping in. Definitely appreciate it. Um, so yeah, before we do anything, we know we gotta go ahead and breathe, baby. Okay, we gotta take a deep breath in and let it all out. Sometimes we got to do that for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, depending on the day, the week, the year, the month that you had. 2025 was definitely a rough one for me, baby. We could go ahead and throw that in the trash, okay? Throw it away. We in 2026 now. The past is behind us. Today is here, and tomorrow is yet to come. Like, it was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot. But I made it through. You made it through. We still here. Go us, right? So we always want to remember to take that time out to breathe. And of course, this is self care, and this is the place. This must be in a place. You are in the right place. You are in my happy place, okay? In the den, good vibes only. We're going to do this thing. Self care is not a luxury, it's a necessity. It has to go down. And we are officially closed for self care. So, y'all know I always like to do the mental health check in. Like, how are you feeling today? What's happening, Captain? What is the vibes? And a lot of times I'm all of the things. I'm every little bit of every damn thing. Red, orange, yellow, green, purple, blue. Like I'm just a rainbow. Okay. Feelings be all over the place. And y'all know I'm always full disclosure. I just keep it real. I already knew the holiday time was gonna be a really rough time for me. So I was definitely trying to mentally prepare myself for it. I think I didn't do too bad this year, but it definitely was the ups and downs, ins, outs, and alls arounds. Okay, I definitely was getting the holiday blues. I was getting, my birthday's coming up. I usually get the birthday blues. It just ain't the same no more, and that's just what it is. Okay. And so, since I already know that, I try to, align myself with people that I know can pretty much rock with me, uplift me, make me feel better about things. Definitely don't want to be around nobody that's gonna be having me feeling more gloom and doom than I already be feeling at times. And also, making sure that I check in with my counselor and different things of that nature because I just be needing it. And if you need something, you got to get it. So anyway, um, you know, we have red, I'm full of love and doing amazing. Orange, I'm feeling pretty good. Yellow, I'm functioning, feeling anxious and worried. Green, I feel lost, broken, okay, and all of the things. Blue, I'm happy and feeling great. Black could be better, could be worse, but I'm okay. um, Pink is I'm having a hard time and wouldn't mind, having somebody to talk to. And purple is I'm ready. I'm in a really dark place and need someone to talk to. So I think I'm black today. I could be better. I could be worse. I'm hanging in there trying to make the best of things. Like I said, I had an issue with my phone. It kept overloading and I literally had to reset it. And that caused me to lose some things. And I'm going to have to start from scratch with some things. I was just getting irritated, been having the problem for the longest and has been interfering because, most of y'all know I normally do my recaps on my phone. I just feel like I work with that better. I know how to use it and I know what to do with it. But however, Carmen, for some reason, it keeps getting overloaded and, out of memory. And so because of that happened, because of my TV blowing out and a whole bunch of other daggone things, I just wasn't able to, do them the way that I used to. And also, of course, my health, which we have to put our health first. We have to put ourselves first and all of that and just life be life. And so the combination of those things, it was really getting frustrated for me. Now I've been trying to practice doing more stuff from the laptop, but I got to learn the laptop. And I don't know, y'all, but the higher tech these things get, the more they irritate me. And the more it's probably just the simplest thing, but it'd be like it's hard for me to figure it out. So I'm just trying to navigate through all of that. So I guess for the next couple of weeks, I'll be trying to get my phone together and get the damn laptop together. We shall see, right? So that's where I'm at. Okay, Trina, she said, oh, child, I'm telling y'all this damn, I might be not, I don't want y'all to think I'm ignoring you. I might not be able to bring up the comments like I normally do because I'm still trying to navigate here. But you say you a little bit of pink, a little bit of black, a little bit. I'm not mad at it. Okay, sometimes that's just what it is, and that's okay. I am not mad at it at all. Okay, you said you in the black. Okay. Hey, pretty girl, what's going on? Happy New Year. I hope you have, had a happy New Year, having happy holidays. I hope you have a happy birthday. Okay, Capricorn season is in here. We about to do our thing, girl. Hey. Okay. Um, so yeah. So we'll touch on a couple of, like I said, what is going down in the month of January. So we do have national slavery and human trafficking prevention, right? It's human trafficking. I think it's stalking, preventing stalking as well in this month. So yeah, we definitely gotta make sure that ain't going down, child. Because I mean, if you be hearing the news, there's so much stuff happening, you can't even keep up with it, and that could be depressing in itself too, as well as just dealing with the everything things in your life, hearing everything that's going on all around the world. Okay, and there's crazy people that we got in charge of things, child. So there's that. Yeah, orange. So with human trafficking, of course, there's fraud, there's coercion, there's evil, there's labor, so many different, aspects of it. Attacks, you got the human rights, you got the exploitation, excuse me. And so, child labor is so much different aspects that covers. We have 1 in 6 runaways, right, are more than likely to be trafficked. Female victims are about 20%, and there's 4.5 million worldwide that are forced into SAs. 21 million that are now being forced to be in labor. So, I don't know if people realize that. And I think they said North Carolina is like number 9. I can't remember who was the other ones. I don't know if I have it on the weekend going on. And I'm like, oh, wow. Oh, wait, I think I skipped something. Lord, I'm telling you, I'm not used to this. These buttons is just doing what they want to do. Now, we ain't going to read every little thing, but I do want to go over some things. So what is human trafficking? Human trafficking involves the use of force, fraud, coercion, some type of labor, commercial SA Act. Every year, millions of men and women and children are trafficked worldwide, including here in the United States. It can happen in any community, and the victims can be any age, race, gender, or nationality. But of course, we know what is the highest one, right? And then there's 60% of girls and 66% of women. Other forms include forced labor and domestic servitude. And then we have child, I don't know if this thing is gonna move for me, y'all. I'm telling you that we testing this out today, okay? So they, of course, what do you see here? Who they target? People of color, okay? Indigenous communities, immigrants, people that are disproportionately victimized, okay? People living in poverty, people in foster care, people with addiction and trauma and unstable housing, because they probably feel like that's the weakest people, so it's easiest to go after them, right? And unfortunately, and then there's, of course, violence, manipulation. They promise you that they're gonna get you housing, that you're gonna be in these relationships, that you're gonna get good paying jobs, whatever they feel like is your situation. They're gonna, sell you all of the dreams. And unfortunately, once you get with them, more than likely ain't none of that gonna happen. And so this map is just showing all the different states that's, have high traffic coming through with this, and we are just trying to raise awareness. There's also a number how you can report on this, and there's a hotline to call if you are somebody that is being trafficked. And I wanted to share these on my community tab and social media, but like I said, because I wiped my phone out, I kind of wiped everything out. So I'll get to it, but I just couldn't get it out there today, right? And then again, yeah, January 18th, we actually have Day of Action Stalking Awareness, but stalking is also one of the awareness for the month. The mouse on, because this thing is irritating my nerves how when I'm pressing it. Let's see if I could do it that way, child. So yeah, stalking, know it, name it, stop it, right? And let's see if this way could work better. A pattern of behavior directed at a specific person that would cause a reasonable person to feel fear or suffer substantial emotional distress. Child, I had somebody stalk me before. That ain't no joke. I told y'all about that. It is emotional abuse, digital abuse, showing up and watching and waiting, excessive contact, spreading rumors, and just doing all of the things that you don't need to be damn doing. Then we have National Blood Donor Month. Okay, if you can donate, definitely do. It's very important, and it helps to save, lives. Could possibly help to save your own life. So every 2 seconds, someone needs blood. Donate and take blood takes about less than an hour, 20 minutes for 20 minutes for registration. I don't know why I'm getting tongue tied. 10 minutes for donating, and then 15 minutes, late for a snack, right? And it takes 48 hours to replace the volume of blood loss. And like I said, you could probably save the lives of 3 people by donating. Then we have Birth Defects Awareness Month, to make sure that, we are going to the doctors early and we doing all of the different tests. This thing is still acting stupid. I don't know why, y'all. That happens to me, so I can't be too shocked. Making sure you get your prenatal care, you taking your folic acid, we not doing no smoking, no drinking, and whatever we could do from our end to make sure that everything is okay. Then we have Cervical Cancer Awareness Month. Y'all know that, all of these is important to me, and I always talk about the different cancers awareness month. And definitely, y'all know that I had my scare this year where they were saying that I could possibly have had cervical cancer, but it ended up just being fibroids, thank God. But Lord, this thing is doing what it want to do, y'all. But did you know that cervical cancer is the 4th leading cause of cancer in deaf and women worldwide? So this is definitely something that we have to be having a conversation about. Then we also have Glaucoma Awareness Month, right? Save your eyes. You definitely need to be able to see, okay, what is glaucoma? A condition that damages the eyes, your eye's optic nerve and often linked with buildup of pressure inside the eyes. Most people with glaucoma don't have any type of symptoms. So just making sure that we go and get regular eye checks. A lot of this is just us making sure that we go to the doctor regularly, and that, early prevention is always, an early to go to the daggone doctors. Trust me, I don't like to go either, but earlier the better. So if you're not, going, then there's a bigger chance then you could have something wrong with you and don't even know. But if you are going, then there's a chance that they could possibly catch it early. We also have thyroid awareness month. I have quite a few family and friends that have thyroids. And we have mental health awareness, mental wellness month. Okay. So with mental wellness, it involves being able to cope effectively with difficulties in your life, having awareness of your own abilities and opportunities, having a healthy relationship with yourself and others. So, see, breathing being brought up again, mindful breathing. Deep breathing is a simple yet powerful tool to ground yourself. Meditation is a great way to have mindful breathing, right? And a lot of people say it's hard for them to meditate, so on and so forth. The more you do it, the easier it will become. Then we have mindful reflection. Mindful reflection is a check-in with yourself, right? This can be done through writing, through just sitting quiet with your thoughts. Mindful movement is engaging in activities that involve deliberate and mindful movement to enhance your body, your mind, right? That could be yoga, that could be dancing, that could be walking. And then mindful gratitude is participating in gratitude that can shift your focus towards positivity, and is practiced continuously, excuse me, to reduce your feelings of stress and anxiety. And I will say that during these last 2 weeks, for some reason, I was getting so much more anxiety than I have in such a long time. I was getting a lot of anxiety, a lot of PTSD, a lot of, panic attacks. I was getting migraines. I have gotten them for a long time, but I pretty much had it, in control overall. But for some reason, these last 2 weeks, that was like really, really, really high with that again. And it was annoying the hell out of me. January is National Poverty in America. Okay, a National Poverty Awareness Month. That shouldn't be too shocking to anybody, because we got everything going up, but the amount of money we have. And so, of course, the month-long initiative aims to raise awareness of the growing levels of poverty in the United States, analyze and understand the issue of poverty, and hopefully, get some solutions were ending it. And it actually got even worse like after COVID. So there's that. So now we're moving on to just some different ideas and things of that nature. And January is the month of self-love. Okay. To love yourself. Okay. Oh, you can't love nobody else until you love yourself first. You got to be the first priority. Period. Point blank. Can't do nothing for anybody else till you do it for you. You see what you said. You said I'm black because I had an ear infection since Monday. Now I'm in the hospital because of ear infection, which caused me to have vertigo and pass out. Pray for me. Oh wow, I'm so sorry. And I get that vertigo real bad. Let me tell y'all, I was planning on talking about Hell's Kitchen. Hopefully I will still be able to do it, but unfortunately, because of me doing the update on my damn phone and all that, like I said, I lost a lot of stuff, right? I have it backed up, but I just don't have it on the device right now where I could share it. But anyway, when I went to see the show, because of the angle that I was at, and I didn't expect for that to happen, right? Is like I started getting ringing in my ears, and I literally felt like the whole arena was twirling around. And I was like, oh yeah, no, I can't do it. I got nauseous, anxiety. It was like everything flushed in all at the same time. And baby, I definitely felt like I was about to go pass out. They had to actually go and move me to a whole different area. But anyway, we'll talk about that another day. But when you put that, it made me think about that. And yeah, when you have an ear infection, it definitely will make you feel that way. So I'm definitely praying for you, and I hope you feel better. Oh Lord, there's always something. This is the time when a lot of people are getting infections, virus, that flu that's going around right now ain't no joke. Yeah, EJ says glad they're taking stalking more seriously nowadays. Yeah, because look at all the craziness we see, and then they end up making it into daggone Lifetime movies. With people out here, just doing all kind of stuff. How? Oh, hey, the Limit Kush Pepper. How you doing? I hope you had a happy New Year. Yes, please hit that like and on your way in or out. Okay, definitely appreciate that. What's up, Shayna? Hope you had a happy New Year. Child, I'm trying to navigate this laptop baby and it's doing what it want to do, okay? It probably wasn't a good idea for me to get up here and practice on this today. But we making our way through. So this is a January self-care challenge. Hopefully I'll be able to share it in the community tab and on and on social media or whatever, because usually anything I talk up here about, I always like to share it there too, so that if y'all want to, screenshot it or copy it, if you want me to send it to you, whatever have you, I can. I'll put it in the Discord as well too. That way you could kind of see it up close and personal and see what I'm talking about. But this is a self-care challenge. And y'all know how I feel about these challenges. You don't have to do it in the order that it is. And if you miss one, you missed one. So what? Like, just still please keep it going. Do as many as you can. It's up to you. Oh gosh, I really need to get me some tissue. Y'all can hear I'm starting to get congested already. So now we have learn a new language or a skill. We have take a break from technology. We have buy yourself some flowers. Um, have a meal with a friend. Read a book. Declutter a room. None of these are too hard, yo. They're pretty easy. Sleep at least, okay. I think it say 6 hours, child. I'm lucky if I sleep 3 or 4, let alone six. Wish, right? But it says at least 2 nights a week. I don't think that's too bad. Then it says forgive someone and forgive yourself. Buy yourself a cup of coffee or tea, whichever one floats your boat. Write down 3 new goals for this year. That to me is not something that's hard, right? Because I was doing resolutions for a really long time. We talked about this up here before. And after a while, I was like, you know what? Every time I make these resolutions, I really don't keep them. And I feel like we got to be realistic. So I started switching it to the vision boards, and I found I was able to do more things when I was putting it on the vision boards. And it don't make no sense to lie to yourself. I always say pick easy things, pick things that's realistic, pick things that you really know you're interested in doing. Therefore, you can actually get it done. So if it's saying to write down 3 goals for the year, right? 3 is not so much. I think that gives you a good amount of time a year, even though it goes by fast and sometimes you got so many other things coming at you. But let's say you write the 3 and you do 2, or you do 1 and then you say, hey, these 2 I'm just gonna have to add to next year. Like, you can't really over stress yourself about it. I mean, I say that to y'all, but then I'll be overstressing myself. Um, Something else that me and Moochie actually had talked about last year was like the self-care jars, the positive affirmation jars. My jar is actually filled up. That is something I was able to do. I haven't been journaling in as much, but I do thoughts. I find that to be really good. They have take 20 walk a week. I don't, think that's too much. Reach out to someone you have not talked to for a long time. Okay. Hopefully it's somebody you do want to talk to. Take a new photo of you with someone at least 5 times a month. If you get angry, take a breath and think loving thoughts and, just try to calm yourself, center yourself, and put yourself in a good space. Do something creative like crocheting or painting. I'm not really a creative person. I ain't gonna lie to you. I used to try to crochet back in the days. My girlfriend was real good at it. She crocheted quite a few blankets for my son. Some of them I still have to this day. But baby, one time I caught myself crocheting a blanket, and I don't know what the hell that damn thing was. Okay, I guess it was like a cup holder, or maybe could have been something you could throw over the table. Because for some reason, mine was just like a big round thing. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't, but everybody ain't talented in that way. But it's something to calm you and put you in a good space. You ain't got to be an expert at it. Then we have drinking 64 ounces of water. Yeah, drinking water is always a good thing. At least twice a week. And we have watching the sunrise or sunset, quietly meditating. We have do an act of kindness without expecting anything back from it, without expecting a thing. Day, I'm not too sure what that means. Hug people you see today. I mean, hopefully it's somebody you want to hug. That could be cute. Play cards or a game with at least two other people. Ask someone to help you if you need it. Cook a dish you would not normally make and be around someone that makes you laugh. So, like I said, I don't think any of these challenges are hard. I got a couple of different challenge ones, so I'm probably not gonna read all of them because they probably have some stuff on them. Then we have self-care goals for January. Practice self-compassion, managing stress, keeping promises to yourself, going on an adventure, trying to be more grateful, spending time alone when overwhelmed, creating a new playlist, being more active, smiling at a stranger, letting go of insecurities, asking for help when you need it, inviting a friend to dinner, accepting myself for who I am, eating healthy food, starting a new, hobby. So again, these are not anything that's too hard. And I would say just pick a couple of them. Again, I think people get so like looking at it and saying, oh my God, there's all these things and I got to do every single one, but you really don't. I feel like pick the ones out of them that's there that you really feel like is something that you need for your particular situation and just stick to those and try those at first. And then later, when you do all the ones that you really feel like is for you, and if you have extra time left over, then go back and go to some of the other ones and say, hey, maybe I could try this, right? And so this is also self-care goals. List 3 things that you're grateful for, right? Let go of your insecurities. See mistakes as lessons. Prioritize your well-being. Ask for help sooner. A lot of times we wait to the last minute when everything is overloaded and we don't have no choice to ask for help. As opposed to just asking from it from the beginning before things get too out of hand. Smile at a stranger. Well, sometimes you may want to do that, sometimes you may not. It depends on who it is. I'm just saying, but give yourself self-compassion, manage stress, invite a friend to dinner, keep a promise to yourself, create a playlist, notice what you're good at, go on an adventure, invite a friend to dinner, start a passion project, be more active, focus on healthy foods, accept yourself, have a long time when you are overstimulated. And I definitely think that's a good one. I'm gonna read one more, and then I'm gonna see what y'all saying in the comments because I can't look at both at the same time. I don't want y'all to feel. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. So this is more self-care goals as well. Make time for deeper reflection. Read a book on self-growth. Listen to my intentions, embrace, how far you've come. A lot of times we don't look at how far we came from where we were. We look at, oh my God, I'm not at this place yet. So definitely I'm down with that one in terms of looking at how far you come, looking at what you have accomplished so far, right? Um, I can hear stop negative self-talk. I am limitless, right? Accept my shortcomings, pour love into my friends, focus on the best parts of each day, commit to being the best version of yourself, start your year off with appreciation, give yourself more, stop caring about what others think, show people the true me, create a plan to improve well being. That's definitely some good ones in my opinion. And again, you don't have to do every single last one, just whatever you interested in. um these are more things that we could possibly try to do for our self-care: yoga, aromatherapy, a gratitude list, a bubble bath, which is absolutely my favorite. Reflect on the past year, build up daily routine, take time with your pets if you have any. um Get a self-care kit or make a self-care kit. Sleep more, okay? Get a cozy blanket and some cocoa. That's definitely one of my favorites. 24-hour social media detox. That's gonna always be good for you. Prioritize health and well-being. That's definitely something that I have had to do. And so yeah, I don't like, again, I think that those are pretty easy. That's not nothing that's too over the top. Okay. 1 minute, y'all. I really need to blow my nose. I'm so sorry, honey. I don't know why. I was not feeling like this before. As soon as I get up here with y'all, I never felt. I start feeling stuffy. So we have celebrate new beginnings. Okay, buy yourself flowers, take a chance, cook a nourishing meal, go on an adventure, write down your goals, let go of expectations, seek out the sunshine. Okay, let the sun shine on you. Visit a coffee shop, organize your space. I definitely have been doing that for the last couple of weeks. I've actually been doing a lot of work in my house as far as organizing my space, putting things the way that I want to, have them, that I hadn't been able to do in a long time because everything that was going on with life, I was feeling so overwhelmed and getting so depressed, just, with my health, that I was like, bump this house, okay? Bump the studio. I was trying to make bump every damn thing. That just really was the mood that I was in. So you had a year that I really didn't try to do anything at all. And then, probably like after September, after I started getting a little bit more good news versus getting bad news all the time, then I started trying to shift my mood and say, okay, girl, you got to get up because it's okay to go down sometime. But I always tell y'all that it's just important that we don't stay down. So I was like, you got to get up. You got to start doing some things for yourself. And as I started doing more things, I definitely started feeling more better. Okay. So I always tell y'all that I'm not just saying these things to you guys, and like I'm literally trying to practice it and do it myself as well. And hopefully it's something that we do together and we all lift up each other and we all help each other and let each other know that you're not alone. So I definitely was in that rut for like a year. And then I've actually have started different, times that me and my girlfriends have went out to eat recently. Like I said, went to see a play, went to see a show, went for a walk, whatever it may be, right? I'm trying to go away next weekend for my birthday. So, and then, clearing out things around the house, and slowly but surely that was making me feel a little bit more uplifted as well doing that. And of course, having some good news finally, like I said, from these daggone doctors. It was like it was going hand in hand. So it do make a difference because when your surroundings is all jacked up, then you feel jacked up. Okay. You feel even more worse than what you already daggone feel, and we don't need that. So a couple more things that we could do for January self-care. Write down 10 things that you're thankful for. Go for a long outdoor walk or skate. I don't know about no damn skating, baby. I haven't been on skating in years and I cannot afford to fall. But if you can skate, definitely skate. Bake your favorite cake and share it with a friend. Have a good time. Write down things that calm you down. Practice deep breathing. You see that breathing keep coming up because it's so important. Clean something up, polish it up, paint it up, or whatever you got to do to spruce it up a little bit and make things better for yourself. Make your favorite meal or try a new recipe. Write down 3 of your favorite wall art. Yep, I've been doing that too, child. But sometimes when you doing these things, I ain't gonna lie to you, it start feeling like it's a real job too, and that can start to irritate you too. Okay, but do a little as you can. Find something beautiful outside and take a picture. Um, Pick one cupboard and go through it and clean it out. Read a book in a bubble bath. Reach out to someone you have not connected to in a long time. Clean your stove or microwave. Do some simple stretches and send a birthday card in the mail to someone celebrating a birthday in January. Me, okay. Watch your favorite movie while enjoying your snacks. Write 3 positive things. Listen to your favorite playlist or create a new one. Plan your next vacation. Send a card or letter to a friend. Sort your junk drawer. Sit in your favorite chair with a blanket. Make a heart on a paper or wood or canvas and give it to someone you love. Play your favorite board game or card game with some friends or online. Replenish first aid supplies in your home and in your purse. So yeah, again, none of those are really anything that's too difficult to do. And I've actually been doing those things over the last couple of months, and it's definitely made a difference for me. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, honey. Child, because I was like, I'm going down. All right. It was too much foolishness happening. Hey, Queen. Happy 2026. Okay. I hope you having a good one. Thank you. Yeah, I've been doing the vision boards. I haven't did one yet for this year. I'm kind of late with it, but I'm definitely a person that it has kind of transitioned from the resolutions to the visions, baby. I just found it worked better for me. And also being able to put in, the self care jar, like write different things in the self care jar and being able to take those out and read them as a reminder to yourself when you really having a down day. Or positive affirmation jar. I also have positive affirmations that's up on my wall that I look at. Having a book that you can journal in or just take some quick notes or whatever your thoughts or whatever your feelings are at that particular time. Yeah, I have found those things to be really, really helpful for myself. So I definitely tell people about them. Um, I'm just trying to make sure that I didn't miss anything else really important that I want to talk about before we go to these positive affirmations. Because, baby, like I said, I'm still getting used to this computer, and it seemed like when I was trying to click on the damn slides, it was jumping all the way damn up yonder somewhere. um but yeah, I have been able to, just, yeah, 2025 was rough. It was so rough, and there's so many people that I seen it be rough for. Like, it was really, really bad at times. Okay. um a lot of people were struggling. It was a lot of loss and a lot of sickness, and not only for myself but just in general. And then even when I would look on social media, sometimes I want to look on social media and have that just be my escape and how I could take my mind off of things. But instead of it being that escape where I could take my mind off of things, it actually was turning into it making it even more damn depressing. Me being like, oh Lord, I can't take it, because you would look up there and you would see, this person died, that person died, this person sick, this person fighting with this one, and all of this. And I would be like, it's too much for me. Like, we lost a lot of, different celebrities, and I had a lot of friends that lost people. Like, I told y'all, I promised myself one before my other half got sick. We were like, oh, we retired, we gonna be traveling, we gonna be going places, we gonna be doing this, we gonna be doing that. And unfortunately, of course, he ended up passing away. So we never got to do those. I started saying, okay, I'm going to be going out and representing for both of us. I'm going to travel for both of us. But then that still didn't happen because then I started having my own health issues that I had to deal with, and that became a priority, right? And then I lose my sister, and one of the last conversations I had with her was her saying, girl, you got to travel, because one thing I always tell y'all about my sister, even though she has sickle cell, she used to be out in and out the hospital so much since birth. That girl never hesitated to get her ass up and damn travel. She never hesitated to go out and party. And literally the year before she passed, my whole family got together. I was the only one missing. And it still bothers me to this day. But at the end of the day, it's gone, right? Can't do nothing about it. But they all went on a cruise together, and she was just coming out the hospital, and she was like, no, I'm going on this damn cruise. I don't give a damn what's going down. And it's funny because my other half had that same attitude too. He had a family reunion coming up in that summer, and he got the doctor's permission to fly, and literally got sick when we was on the damn plane. And I was a person that's always been scared to fly. I just recently started flying. I will always be like, hell no, I don't need to get on no damn plane. I ain't no bird. If I was meant to damn fly, I would have wings. Like, it just wasn't my thing. But I came to the realization, like, well, damn, I do still want to travel at the same time too, and I can't, get there if I don't fly. And so I was like, all right, we're going to try this. And so this was my first flight that I had ever been on with him. And instead of me actually even being scared of the fact that we flying, I had to be scared because he was up there getting damn sick on the flight. And it just so happened of all the people that could have been sitting in front of us, it was a damn cardiologist. I was like, Lord of mercy. Okay, ain't God good? God is good all the time. Because, baby, I was about to lose my mind. And, thank God we made it there safe and made it back. But later he passed away, and he was like, no, I'm doing this, I'm gonna go see my family. So I've now tried to incorporate that attitude. We're not promised tomorrow, we're just not. We have to live our lives and have those good times, and use your energy like good for good things. Like, you cannot be bothered with all this other stuff. Of course, certain things we ain't gonna be able to avoid, and certain things are just gonna happen, and it's gonna be out of our control. But the things that we can control and the things that we can do, we got to do them. And so I have been getting outside a little bit more. I have been traveling a little bit more, hanging with my girlfriends more. And like I said, that's really made a big difference. And maybe like 2 weeks ago, I had went out with my girlfriend because it was her cousin's, birthday. And her husband had passed out of nowhere. And they found out it was, and they're like, oh, we got to go to the inside the house, celebrate, enjoy yourself, go to the party. And I'm not the party, but go out. I don't want you to just stay in here in the hospital tomorrow anyway. And my best friend, who has been supporting me all this time, she went through a pulmonary embolism and like 3 other daggone things, with her health, where we're like, thank God you're still here. You could have been gone, right? And so we're there celebrating, and we're like, oh, well, we're so happy that he's okay. And it sounded like his situation was pretty much similar to my best friend's situation. And baby, while I looked on Facebook that next day, and that man had passed away. And they are young couple. They're young. They just starting out. Okay. And they just had been married, I think, for like maybe 2, 3 years the most. When I tell you, that broke my heart, and I felt so freaking bad for her. And I've been trying to pray, for her and check on her when I can, and just ask about her and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, that's so horrible, because now every time it's your birthday, you're gonna think about that. Every time it's a holiday, you can't get past it. Like my other half passed in between Christmas and New Year's, so that's why in between that time it's just never the same for me. So I get it, and that's why I put up the post in my community tab, just saying that this time grief is heavy, emotions is heavy. Not everybody's in a merry place, not everybody's in a happy place, and you got to kind of have empathy for that too. People try the best that they can, day by day, minute by minute, second by second, to make it through. And some of the things that we argue about and get mad about, and have conflict about, sometimes when you really look at the bigger picture and the bigger things that's happening all around you, you be like, do I really need to put my energy into that? So I ain't trying to make nobody depressed, but yeah, that's definitely like a big reality too. And I hope y'all could hear me because this thing been going in and out, in and out, in and out since I've been up here. Hey, Havana. And I'm just like running my mouth for a mile a minute. Thank you for coming through. I hope you had a happy new year. So we'll do a couple of these little positive things. Y'all know I always say shout out to Kendall. She the one that be blessing me with these. And I'll let y'all go and enjoy the rest of y'all day. I will be back at I think like around 5:30 for what you should be watching. I got quite a few movies and TV shows for you guys to go ahead and be able to check out for the month of January. This first one says, your taste in people will change when you start to love yourself. Your taste in people will start to change when you start to love yourself. Quit hitting snooze on your dreams. Quit hitting snooze on your dreams. Quit hitting snooze on your dreams. I feel like I got to say that one a couple times for the people in the back, because a lot of times we put ourselves to the side and our dreams to the side to, take care of everybody else and do everything for everybody else. And we'll be like, oh, I'm going to get to it later. I'm going to get to it later. I'm going to get to it later. But sometimes, baby, no, all the time, actually, you should be putting yourself first. But we've been doing it the other way, backwards, where we put everybody else before us. Okay, then we have stop doing and changing things to make others like you. What you are doing to make sure you like you. Okay, what are you doing to make sure you like you? Then we have self-love isn't selfish, is important. Y'all know that I'm going to tell y'all that every single time. Then we have change is good and necessary. Change is good and necessary, right? Sis, you have the choice to either step forward into growth or you will step back into safety. You have the choice to step forward into growth or you will step back into safety. Then we have make yourself a priority. Your mind is a weapon, keep it loaded. Your mind is a weapon, keep it loaded. I know you changed. I'm sorry, I know I changed. That was the point. Because a person will tell you in a heartbeat, oh, you done changed now. You done switched it up. And sometimes they say it like it's a bad thing, but sometimes it's a good thing and it's what you need to do. You can't always stay the same. Okay. You make yourself your priority. Make yourself your priority. Don't let small minds convince you that yours is too big. Don't let small minds convince you that yours is too big. Trust the timing of your life. Trust the timing of your life. Trust the timing of your life. Spend time with those who value you. I definitely believe in that. We ain't got time to waste, baby. Spend time with those who value you. Time is a healer. Time is a healer. Deal with business, not drama. Deal with business, not drama. There is no right thing. There's no right time. Sometimes you just have to start. There is no right time. Sometimes you just have to start. I definitely agree with that because that's something else that we do, something else that I've done where it's like, oh, I gotta wait for this and I gotta wait for that and I gotta wait for the other. And no, you don't. Sometimes you just gotta jump into it, start doing what you're doing, and everything else will fall into place. If you keep waiting to get those other things for you to start, then you probably would never start. So I definitely agree with that one. Girl, you gotta be patient. 11-11, okay? Girl, you gotta be patient. Yeah, sometimes that's hard, but it does pay off. When was the last time you congratulated yourself on how far you've come? When was the last time you congratulated yourself on how far you come? Do you check on yourself as much as you check Instagram? I like that one. Do you check on yourself as much as you check on Instagram? Mm-hmm. Don't let social media trick you into thinking everyone has their life together. Don't let social media trick you into thinking everyone has their life together. And even if they do, I really don't care. At the end of the day, I wish people the best. I think that sometimes people have a habit of thinking that it's a competition, and it's really not. We should all be pushing each other and wanting the best for everybody. The only one you should be in competition with is yourself. So even if you are doing better, good for you. But we know people like to live fake lives at times too. Fear is temporary, regret is forever. Fear is temporary, regret is forever. Fear is temporary, regret is forever. That is a fact right there, baby. Because most times you be scared of something, then you jump out there and do it and you okay. But if you never take the chance to do it, just like what I was mentioning or missing even, that trip, it could be anything. And you say, damn, I wish I did this. And I really try to be a person that doesn't live with regret. If I do something, then, I want to feel like I made the right choice and the best choice that was for me. I never want to look back and be like, damn, why did I do that? I wish I didn't do it that way. I wish you did it this way. I mean, there's going to be some things that happen with, but I try to keep that list small. So fear is temporary, but regret is forever. Um, and then we have be confident, be consistent, be focused. You got this. Be confident, be consistent, be focused. You got this. Be confident, be consistent, be focused. You got this. Shit happens, so shift can happen. Okay? Shift happens. Shit happens, so shift can happen. So I am a believer that everything happens for a reason. And sometimes you need that reason to move you into another place that you need to be. I never really think that too many things happen by mistake. We may not be able to see why it's happening in that moment. And it's like sometimes you think you losing and you really winning. Lemon Kush, you said excellent live. I love this every time you do it because it does help. Have a blessed day. Thank you so much, Boo, and I appreciate you coming through. Definitely. Because you could be anywhere. So the fact that you decided to stop in here, even if it's for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever it is, I'm definitely thankful. Anybody that comes on a replay, I'm thankful to you too as well. Give me a hey, let me know you came by, put some flames up in the sky, like, comment, share, subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Tell me what you got going on, how you getting through, how your holiday was, what you expected for the new year, what you do to make, yourself feel good, what you doing for your self-care, okay? Sharing is caring. Let the people know, let me know, so we can all share together. Exactly. He said, unfortunately, not all black people have mature mindset with wanting to see other black people be successful. Yeah, that's true. That's people, period. Absolutely. Do your own thing. Do your own thing. Okay. Focus on yourself, your investment. Focus on yourself, your investment. Okay. Focus on what you can control. Absolutely. And I was already mentioning that earlier. Hey, Orlin, how are you? Happy New Year. I hope everything is going good. I hope you're having a happy Saturday. Had happy holidays. Many blessings to you. Many blessings to you all. I wish you all prosperity, happiness, okay? Love and happiness. Love, peace, and soul, okay? And good health and peace of mind for 2026. um but yeah, focus on what you can control. We cannot control everything. We can't control everybody or anybody. We can only control ourselves, and there's certain things within our life that, come at us, and we can choose how we are going to deal with and control how, what's going to happen and what decisions we're going to make in that situation. And so many things that we can't control. So whatever things that you can control, that's what your focus should be on. Nothing more, nothing less. I absolutely agree with that one. And we have one more, and that is, I don't know what's going on here, but this thing is so acting up, y'all. But y'all know how we do with that. Stop doubting yourself. Everything you need to succeed is already within you. Stop doubting yourself. Everything you need to succeed is already within you. Okay, stop doubting yourself. Everything you need to succeed is already within you. So, yeah, that's pretty much what's happening. And not only that, I'm using a laptop that my aunt got for me, like when I first got out the hospital, and I've never used it before, so I'm kind of learning it. And I said sometime down the line I gotta start using it. That's the only way I'm gonna know how to use it. And so I don't know if it's the laptop or if it's just the internet connection or if it's both, but I was having a little bit of technical difficulties. Y'all know it's not alive if I don't have it. And I was going in and out. So hopefully y'all heard most of what I said and y'all was able to get the message regardless of that. And hopefully I could be able to come on for my next live, okay, God willing. But just to go over some of the things that we discussed, I'm not gonna sit there and read all of them all over again. January is human trafficking month, and we want to prevent that. So we discussed, human trafficking, who it affects the most, what it is exactly about, and the things that we could do to try to, hopefully get these numbers to go down, because this is really, really high. We have 1 in 6 in the US, okay, 20% to 40% being children and women, of the highest, 4.5 million being SA, 21 million being forced into labor, them being lied to and promised different things, because of course they target poor people, minority people, and it can consist of different types of labor, fraud, coercion, force, and many of different things. And they know that people that don't have housing, don't have income, don't have family, that are immigrants, that are indigenous, that are people of color, and all of those things are more than likely going to be people that they are going to be able to target. I was not able to share these in my community tag because, child, I explained it in the beginning, but I had some issues with my phone. And so I lost a lot of stuff, but I do have it backed up. So sometime, child, I ain't gonna make y'all no promises to win, but sometime during this week, probably, you will see some of these up in my community tab in the Discord and on social media, because I always like to share the things that I discuss, but I just wasn't able to share it today because it's just been one of those days. Okay. And that just is what it is. Um, and so, of course, we always want to raise awareness. We want to show where it's happening. We want to keep people, abreast of what's going down, how they report it, how they get help if they are in any of these situations. Then we also have Stalking Awareness Month, which is a very big issue. Know it, name it, stop it. That is what we are trying to do, right? And then you have Stalking Awareness Day, which is a day of action. And that is January 18th, because people be out here in the bushes, baby. I know sometimes we joke on YouTube and be like, we see y'all in the bushes. But baby, it's people that really do be in the bushes, and they be on the roof, and they be under the car and behind the, walls and all of the things, baby. And then they like to go ahead and make Lifetime movies about it. And just what I was saying earlier. So we definitely need to be mindful of that. It's a pattern of behavior directed at a specific person that will cause a reasonable person to feel fear and or suffer substantial emotional distress. So yeah, we need to get that up out of here. Um, yeah, it's emotional abuse, digital abuse, showing up and watching and waiting, excessive contact, spreading rumors, just all of the things that we don't want and we don't need. Okay. Then we also touched on National Blood Donor Month and how important it is to donate blood if you can. The fact that you donating blood could save up to 3 people's lives. And it is something that takes about every 2 seconds we have, someone that needs blood every 2 seconds, y'all. Okay. And donating takes less than an hour. Um, is about, I think, 20 minutes for registration, another 10 minutes for donating, and another 15 minutes to have a snack, 48 hours to replace the volume of blood loss. And again, you can save up to 3 people's lives. So that's definitely something, to look into if you can and if you're interested. And so that's just pretty much reiterating what I just said. And about 6.8 Americans donate blood every year. 6.8 million. Okay. And then we also have Birth Defects Awareness Month, right? And just like with anything else that we talk about, is about getting early detection, is about going in early, trying to get as much medical care as you possibly can, getting your prenatal care, taking your folic acid, making sure that we are not drinking or smoking or doing anything that can harm ourselves or our babies. We touched on also that January is Cervical Cancer Awareness Month, and y'all know how important that is to me, right? And so again, we want to do things that are preventable. We want to have PAP tests. We want to have sexual health tests. We want to get early detection. We want to have prevention. We want to make sure there's no infection. It's pretty much similar with the majority of the things that's pertaining to our health. And even though we know that going to doctors and hospitals and all of that is not our favorite thing to do, it is definitely important. The earlier you find out about things, the more likely it is that you can get help, and that it possibly won't be, that bad is your hope, right? So did you know that cervical cancer is the fourth leading cause of cancer death in women worldwide? If you didn't, then now you do. And so, yes, it is very important that we spread awareness and that we try to prevent that number from going any higher. We want it to go down. There's also Glaucoma Awareness Month, okay, in January. We got to make sure our eyes is okay. Save your eyes, okay? Again, the same thing. Getting in there, making sure you're getting regular eye checkups, okay, so that if anything is going on, it can be detected. What is glaucoma? Glaucoma is I'm sorry, y'all, I'm so stuffy. I don't know why every time I get up here, I start coming down with sniffles and sneezing and coughing and everything. um, Glaucoma but it's a dangerous, I'm sorry, it's the condition that damages your eye's optic nerve is often tented is often linked with a buildup of pressure inside your eyes. Most people with glaucoma have no symptoms. Okay, so there's a lot of things where you may not necessarily get symptoms. So you have to be at least getting a regular checkup so that if you're not getting any symptoms and something is going on, then they would be able to detect it. And of course, if you are getting any symptoms, we can't be sitting here wanting to be stubborn. Okay, like okay, there's certain things that you could go ahead and take medicine for at home. But if you see a certain amount of time go past, then you may want to go ahead and get to the doctor and see what's going on. And of course, y'all know I always say get a first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th opinion if you have to, right? And so January is also Thyroid Awareness Month, which I know a lot of people that is affected with thyroids. We have 1 in 10 people are affected with this disorder. 1 in 8 women are diagnosed with thyroids in their lifetime, right? And so that's a lot. So we definitely need to be making sure that we spread awareness about this. And let's see what else I had up here. We also have January is Mental Wellness Month, and we went over some of the things that we can do for our mental wellness in terms of mindful breathing. Y'all know it always comes to breathing. The breathing is always number one. The reflection, the movement, the gratitude, and things that we could do that are being able to cope with the difficulties of life, baby, because life be life, and having awareness of your own self and being able to look at, what's best for you, whether it's within yourself or whether it's relationships and dealing with other people. We also touched on poverty in America, which, baby, yeah, it's a National Poverty Awareness Month too in January because the poverty is horrible, okay? And so we definitely want to bring awareness around that and the fact that it's growing crazy in the United States, and we need to analyze and understand it, baby, and support the solution and ending it, which, child, I don't see that happening no time soon, but we do what we can. And then January is the month of self-love, okay, self-improvement, health important to it's equally important to love yourself. We have to love ourselves first. We can't do nothing else before we love ourselves and take care of ourselves. So of course we did several. I had several January self-care challenges that I shared. I'm not gonna go over all of them again. I had some self-care goals, some self-care ideas, okay, and I will try to get these out to you guys, like I said, in the community tab, um, in the Discord, and all of those places. As soon as I can, baby. If I didn't have the technical difficulties, then I would have been able to get them out. But just a reminder: be consistent, be confident, be focused. You got this, okay? You got it. And shit happens so that shift can happen. I really love that one. Okay. Shift happens so that shift can happen. Sometimes you got to have some stuff go down so things can be moved out the way and you can get to where you need to be. Do your own thing, baby. Your own thing. Okay. Not somebody else's thing. Focus on yourself. You are your biggest investment. And focus on what you can control because there's so many things that you can't control. And then we ended it off with stop doubting yourself. Everything you need to succeed is already within you. Everything you need to succeed is already within you. You already got it, okay? You already got it. Hey, Golden. Hey, Miss Nisi. Thank you for popping in. What's going on, Candy Love? I hope that all of you had a very happy, 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 happy New Year. Okay. Um, Havana says this is so disturbing that some people do that. Yeah, it really is. It really is. Thanks for always coming through with the self-care. Yes, you're welcome, and thank you for joining. I know some people don't be wanting to hear about self-care, but I try to stay consistent with this, and it definitely ain't for no views because not too many people really come through for it. But at the end of the day, it's important to me. I feel like it's important for all of us, so I'm always gonna do that. Even if I don't do nothing else, I'm gonna do self care because y'all see I haven't been able to do my reviews like I used to, but I still try to hang in there with the self care. Havana says only crazy nutcases can hide in the bushes and stalk somewhere. Yeah, baby. And trust me, there's a lot of people doing that, and there's a lot of people that's just taking people's lives. Like the fact that I've seen so many stories of men taking out women, women taking out men, them taking out themselves and their kids. Like I saw way too many of those stories in this past month where I was like, please, people, just break up. Like if you ain't working in a relationship, just break up. I never ever have felt like it's ever worth it to have to take somebody's life, take your life, take your kids' life, innocent little babies because excuse me, because I didn't work out in a relationship. Like I was so depressed from seeing different news stories and things on social media that I actually had to detox from it because it was way too much for me. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the $10 super sticker. Definitely appreciate y'all for coming through. You said prenatal care is essential. And no stressing if possible. Yeah, and Lord knows that could be hard. I had a very stressful pregnancy, Lord. Definitely. Okay. She said, are you living your life like it's golden? Living your life like it's golden. Hey, okay, that's what we all should be doing. They need to stop child abuse. Yeah, and it's so listen, it's so many abuses, child abuse awareness, elder abuse awareness, physical abuse awareness, mental abuse awareness, psychological abuse awareness, financial abuse awareness. Baby, that list is long, okay? um Miss Nisi said I had thyroid surgery. I had part of my removal. Okay, yeah, I know a lot of people, a lot. Okay. Uh, and I'm glad you okay. So yeah, y'all, that is what the discussion was about today. And I thank you all for stopping in. And again, I hope that you all had a very happy new year. Okay, I hope that 2026 is a better year because baby, 2025, I can only speak for me and I know quite a few other people that I know, and some mentioned in the comments that 2025 was a lot for them. Throw it in the fire, okay? As Inga would say, throw it in this fire that's right behind me, right in this fireplace. Throw it in that fireplace that's in the background. Baby, get it up out of here. And I hope that 2026, y'all just have, like I said, the prosperity, the happiness, the peace of mind, honey. Peace in your mind, your soul, your heart, love, peace, and soul. Okay. And hopefully be able to get whatever your heart desires, blessings upon blessings upon blessings upon blessings. That's why I call this the day we could be peaceful. We could just all come together and let everything else go that you've been daggone dealing with and be in the den and be my tranquil, okay, claws, my powerful ones, my quiet ones, my fierce ones, my handsome ones, my bad ones, whatever ones you are. We all up in this thing and we in it together. We all trying to push forward and make it from, day to day, minute for minute, hour to hour, second to second, whatever it is. Okay. And if today is a bad day, that's okay. Don't let nobody tell you you can't be mad today. You can be mad for however damn long you want to be mad for. Feel what you feel and go through what you're going through. It's just that we don't want to stay there. We always want to still continue to try to get up. As long as I got breath in my body, I'm going to always try to make it to the next day and do the next thing that I could do, right? So if today is not a good day, that's okay. Hopefully tomorrow is a better one. Yesterday is gone, today is here, tomorrow is yet to come. And that's all we got, y'all. That's it. That's all, okay? So I'm going to be back in like 15 minutes, I think, or so. maybe 20 to do what you should be watching. Hopefully, I'm not gonna have as much technical damn difficulties. We shall see. I'm gonna talk about the movies and TV shows that came or that are coming, okay, this month. And also what else is going on? I know it's something I'm supposed to be doing, and Monday we'll be discussing all her fault. Y'all had way more than enough time to get into that daggone show, okay? Because that was something. So I think we're gonna, like, me and the ladies are gonna talk about that on Monday. Sisters is back on Wednesday, child. They took a 2.5 second break, so we'll be talking about that. And that's all I could think of for now. But I know it's some other stuff that's also coming up that I'll probably be talking about later. I'm gonna try to do some stuff for the members. And if y'all did not see by any chance, I did do an overall review for Sisters, The Oval, and Family Business, just some overall thoughts. And I also did something for the members with Bel Air because I'm like, y'all be looking out for me, and I felt bad that, I haven't really been able to put too much out. So I want to show y'all that y'all are appreciate it. Okay. Love you all. Hey, Michelle. Thank you for popping in. I'm getting ready to get up out of here. So, catch the replay. If y'all come by on the replay, let me know. Replay again. You came by, put some flames up in the sky. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Hype me up. Okay. Send me all the way out there so other people could come on in and see what's going on in the den. I definitely appreciate it. And if y'all are, not busy in about 15, 20 minutes, come on back and let's discuss these movies and TV shows that's coming out. And I will talk to y'all later. Soon. Welcome. Come in. This is Tamika's Den. I'm Tamika. Get on in here, y'all. Get on in here. Kick off your shoes and relax your feet. You are now in the Den.
Go lock in with Tamika's Den. Ooh, that's fire. Go lock in with Tamika's Den.
Power to the people, okay? She's feeling like I'm about to come out and box. Because they trifling, okay? All these people need to be in the damn trash, all right? Throw the Tahadas away. As a matter of fact, wipe the damn bloodline out, y'all.
Tamika Den, that's what I'm talking about. That's how you spend the Saturday.
Honey, when I tell y'all that is the foolishness and the foolery and the messiness for me, baby, we got a whole hot ass mess going on, all right?